So as part of my Bookish podcast episode that's coming out on Tuesday, I'm doing an episode on books that have been made into TV shows or movies and which ones were actually decent. So what I decided to do was I made the decision to take some of the top choices, like books that came up a lot for being a good book and a good movie or TV show, and giving them a shot. And the top one that came up a lot in all of my groups was Life of Pi. Now, I have read Life of Pi. I read it a very long time ago. I really, at that time, couldn't remember much about it. I think it may have been during a phase where I was reading more thrillers, so it really didn't stand out. And that's not because it wasn't a great read, it was just, I was in my thriller era, it happens. So I started to read it again. And yeah, it's a very powerfully impacting book. And after I finished reading it, I sat down to watch the movie. So yeah, the book was really good. It's pretty much how I remembered it. But the book is more about like the day-to-day life of Pi rather than the most dramatic stuff. Like the dramatization for the movie kind of cherry-picked items out of the book rather than going through the monotony of his life, because you can see why the book was written that way. It definitely builds the story, but the movie obviously didn't have as much time, so you can see why it went that route. And the biggest difference, I personally for me, was the tiger. Like in the book, Pi manages to get the tiger, like he trains it, like he brings it under heel. Whereas in the movie, he doesn't do that. Like he always has to be kind of wary. So I kind of felt like the movie had the edge there, because that seems more realistic to me, like training a tiger that's older to come under heel. No, I don't think so. So I kind of feel like the movie did a really good job of taking it to a more realistic place. But let me know what you think in the comments. Have you read Life of Pi? What did you think? Did you see the movie? What did you think? If you've done both, which one do you think was better? And I know that's really hard, because for me, they're the same, but they're different. So I can really appreciate what the movie did, but at the same time, obviously, I still prefer the book. Let me know in the comments.